Yes. Ding, 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 ding. Bang, bang, ding, 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 ding. Welcome to the Funny Penguins. I'm gonna turn down the volume a tad. Okay, I think that's about right. Okay. Welcome to the Funny Penguin. We've got lots of cheese. Start game. Story mode. Let's fucking go! Too bad Rai is working late today. Too bad Rai, mun. Too bad Rai. Somewhere at the shores of Atlantica, there's a pigwig. There he is! The Linux penguin! SuperTux. He's a super penguin. Tux the penguin was a little bit of... You know, dinner and music. Yo, look at him go! He's popping and locking. Oh! Tux woke up dizzy to find the penny was missing. Tux was starting to become worried. He sent us a letter and he read, Tux, I have kidnapped your beloved penny and now taken her to the path of forest is littered with minions. You have the chance of saving her, signed Nolok. Realizing the trouble Penny could be in, Tux became determined to save her. Then Tux saw the Nolok castle in distance and set off the rescue right away. Let's fucking go. Okay, how do I play this? You can hit the block and then become a boy. Thank you. I'm a big penguin! Oh my god. What a good sound! Yes! Yo, we got them. Yeah! Yo, this is amazing! Oh, come on. Oh, wait, no! I was about to say... Wish I could jump higher. Yo, this feels really nice. I'm kind of surprised how nice this feels. No! Oh my god, you're supposed to just straight up catch that? That's cheeky. Quick! No! Easy collect. There's definitely secrets afoot. Yeah. If you run, you can reach the button. Oh my god. Such celebration. Oh, that's cool. That's a cool feeling. Let's fucking go. Oh! Yeah! This guy's cute. Oh. Ooh, a star. Go! SuperTux! Oh, this game's charming. That's kind of scary, though. Yo, you ever been melted? Oh, neat. You can melt them in the armor. Cool. Yes. Neat. I wasn't expecting this to be so fun. I've seen many people play this game, and just watching it, it just looks like a simple little platformer where you're a penguin. But actually playing it, there's so much more to that. This has a very unique feel. This has a very unique feel. Hard to explain, but it feels really good. It's super responsive. Super responsive. And you get to be a pigwig. A pingulu. Did you guys... Ah! The bandits! Did you guys know that penguins are the only one of... I think it's the only bird? Or one of the few birds to have knees. I know that sounds ridiculous. It's like, what are you talking about? Birds have knees, they have the backwards knees. That's not a knee. That's just a joint. A knee is defined by having a buckle and a cap, which is what we have. The buckle is referred to at the back where the joints lock, and the cap, well, you know, a kneecap, you know what that is. Birds don't have that, they just have the buckle, which is just a joint. So they got no pivots to... there's no pivots to bounce off. But penguins do. Penguins have caps. And furthermore, their knees are forward facing. Which is very unique. Most birds do not have forward facing legs. Most of them are facing backwards. Penguins are unique. They have a strange entomology. They tuck it in their big flaps because it's cold. It's chilly. Have you seen flamingos sitting on the ground? I have not. I assumed they didn't sit. I thought they were one of those animals that stay standing all the time, no matter the time of day. Google it. I will in a moment. Once I've done this, I'll Google the funny shrimp-eating long necks. Oh, oh! Of course he can swim! He's a penguin! Why didn't I think he could swim? Oh my god, it's like Echo the dolphin. I'm glad. Because Echo the dolphin does a really good thing with its game. It's like one of the only games I can think of where swimming in a 2D game feels good. Because they look like their knees are actually their ankles, when they sit down, it looks funny. He could swim, of course. Can't fly, though. Oh, yeah? We'll just wait for SuperTux 2, where he gets a propeller hat. Yes! Secret. Okay. Let me look up the flamingo. What the fuck? That's great. I'm glad that's... Oh, that's so strange. I love it, though. They are their own little chair. Oh, that's funny. I was not expecting that. Melt, you damn fools, melt for me. Smelt. Whoever smelt it, dealt it. Whoever peed it, pooed it. Oh. What's this? Oh, switches. Whee! Oh my god, it's bouncing, lad. SuperTux is the best. Oh. Oh, I see. Bounce pad. Woohoo! Can you even smell with that ridiculous silicone carrot on your on my nose? I kind of smell strong smells. Like I'm getting a faint odor of you know, the dinner I cooked myself earlier today. But it's only faint. But I guess I have a, yeah, I could smell, but I wouldn't rely on it. I would not rely on it. Oh god! Oh, that didn't kill me. Gotta be a switch or something for that. Is this... I don't know, this feels like a secret. Aha! Up! Whoa! What is this? This is cool. The MIDI music. Oh, what's wrong with it? I wonder. Okay, I was thinking maybe there would be a not mid-eye option. Maybe there will be in the future. I know this game That's strange. It wouldn't let me climb it properly. Anyway, maybe in the future, because I know this game has been in development since forever. At least the main game was done. Let's just say mid-eye sounds are not the most pleasant thing to use. They're very strange. They are not the most, They're not the most pleasant. It's strange though, I've heard mid-eye tracks that are okay. That one we just listened to, though, I didn't agree with that. That was hard on the ears. But this one is... it's alright, so far. Go! Wait, I want the bell. Yes. It's not, you know, an audiophile by any means, but you struggle to listen to music tracks played at sound font that predate PS2 or the 360 tech. I understand that. I used to know people the same. I used to know people who were just the same. And it's fair. Like, I don't have to imagine too hard to understand why that's the case. Soundtracks back then, imitating instruments before you could just, you know, throw in an instrument and make something in Fruity Loops it was difficult, so they had to try their best. And sometimes it sounded good and sometimes it didn't. Yo, you can just do that on the fly? That's badass. Oh! Go, pigwish. But luckily for me, I grew up listening to a lot of those very harsh squares and triangles. So I've kind of gotten used to it, but I can imagine that'd probably be the same. Oh, that's cruel. What the hell's the point of that? It's so nasty. Here's a 1-up. Oh, you missed it. Like, I didn't know. At least let me chase after it, man. Ah! Ooh. Okay. Okay, alright, I'm done with that. There is actually an old sound font track, I guess, whatever you want to call it, that I have trouble listening to, and that is the NES sound font, and not because of anything other than it's hard to listen to, it's because I can tell that it's cheap. Which is like, oh, I can tell it's cheap. It's, because I grew up playing Master System Mega Drive, and Sega back in the day even said in interviews the reason why they spent so much money on the highest grade sound chip they could get was because they prioritized audio as something that was important to making their games. So, having played Mega Drive and Master System games, I'm hearing really clear, clean, crisp audio. And then I swap over to NES, and it just sounds like somebody is making music using the rubbing sound of a balloon. And I hate it. It's like... ugh. Even the Super Nintendo. The Super Nintendo sound font is... people say it's great, but it sounds crap. Here's my reasoning for it. If you want to compare to console generations or what have you, Mega Drive uses the Yamaha, which is a synthesized sound font, which means you can tweak or turn any string of sounds to create something you want. And sometimes those sounds are good, sometimes those sounds are bad, whatever, it's up to you. But because of that, there's a lot more innovation in how to make a sound, which is why the Mega Drive sound font is so varied and vast. Oh, this guy's pissed. That's why it's so varied and vast, and no two sound fonts sound the same, unless of course it's made by the same company or group. The Super Nintendo, on the other hand, had that option, but it had another option where you could bit crush real instruments and import them into the console, which sounds really cool on paper, but in practice it sounded cheap. It sounded really cheap. It didn't sound nice. It was like pre-MIDI, if you can even imagine that. And I remember the arguments being like, yes, but it sounds like a real instrument. It's really cool. It's like, it doesn't though. It sounds like someone trying to make a real instrument. And it sounds bad. It sounds fluffy. It sounds furry, if that makes sense. It sounds like it's been played under a pillow. But Nintendo have never been... it's never been a secret that Nintendo have always gone for the cheaper option when it comes to making their stuff. The one and only time they've gone out of their way to create a system that was the best that they could make was the GameCube. That was the only time. Everything else, it's all been... let's cut back. make this as cheap as we can. But of course, if I said that, I'm wrong, even though it's not a question of who's right or wrong, it's... I can read the reports, and so can you. So it's not a question of me trying to be right, it's in the reports. I have finished my dinner. Did you enjoy your mahogany grits? Eaten with a silver spoon? Here's a fun thing. Here's a fun little thing that people fail to remember, or even just didn't know. The Saturn was the only console of that era that used real instruments for its video games. The N64 and the PlayStation all used variant compositions of CD track and MIDI. But the Saturn had a dual-core sound font that enabled them to use CD and real-time. So the music on the Saturn is... oof. Wonderful. Well, that was Sega. They really liked pushing the boat with tech. To their detriment, even. It was always so strange. I would, you know, I'd be playing on my Saturn, and then friends would invite me over to their house, and they've got a PlayStation or an N64. And then they would start playing, and I would listen to the music, and I'd just be very confused, like, why does it sound so cheap? Why does this music sound so rough? Didn't know as a kid, but now I do. You didn't know that, but it struggled to stay on top of which consoles were out at which back in the times. Back in the day? It's not important, it's just a hobby of mine. I used to be a humongous video game historian. I used to really enjoy reading up on what happened, why it happened, who was involved. But the thing is, I got to a point where I couldn't find anything new. So I kind of just stopped being that. Unless something new pops up. Which sometimes it does. Sometimes new things pop up. But I've more or less read everything I want to know. Ooh. Yeah. Ah. Ooh, ladders. Ah! Oh well. Rai came home. I need to tell him to come here. I like the idea of Rai coming home, and he's got a big ass coat on. And he's like, ah, God, why does... Why is there a balloon popping sound? It's so scary. What do the coins do? I've noticed I got a big fat coin collection up there, and I don't know what it's for. Okay, I don't want the secrets. I tried that. It hurt. Something I like about this? No timer. Oops. No timer. I don't like the Mario games because they give you a timer. Finish this stage in under 300 seconds. No? What? Why can't I take my time? You can't. Not allowed. This music. Airborne Pingu. You know, last time I was out hunting pingus, I told them well, I'd never hunt a pingu. Ooh. Mario is a weird thing for you. You always kind of liked the characters in the world, but never wanted to play a single game other than Odyssey, which you adore. Odyssey is a good game. And that's pretty much because it does everything that Mario games aren't known for. And that's a really sour thing to say, I know. But that is the reason. Odyssey turns the series on its head and it's wonderful. What? No! Oh, God. I think I'm trapped down here. Yep. Let's go. Have I played a Mario game? I think I've played Mario 2. Which isn't even a Mario game. Oh, damn it. Just not into it. You know what's weird? One of the arguments for why Mario is a really good platformer is because the jumps feel good. I disagree. The jumps in the classic Mario games feel really strict and heavy. It doesn't feel nice. It doesn't feel free. Ah, gimme! Can penguins fart? Sure! You only know how Odyssey feels? Odyssey's a good game. Odyssey's a good game. Odyssey mimics the movesets from Mario 64, except it makes them good. Mario 64 does not feel good. And that's not its fault. I mean, for crying out loud, that game came out when there was zero reference for what a 3D platformer should be. So it gets a solid pass because holy crap, it was one of the first of its kind. So, you know, fairs, you tried your best. But I don't like Mario 64. Does not feel fun. It doesn't feel good. It feels exactly like the classics. It feels heavy. It feels strict. It doesn't feel like the game is on my side. At the time, it was probably the most amazing thing since little frozen fish inside the ice blocks. But then again, there was nothing better at the time, so we put up with it. Haven't tried it yourself, but that was... bleh. tried it yourself, but that's what you think based on observations. I'd say it's a fair observation to make. I think because this is a this kind of topic really doesn't work for people who have played the thing. Wait a sec. Is this a gliding? Well, it was. I ruined it. I think for an observation to be tested, such as Mario 64 has aged badly, what would need to happen is you would need to get people who are experienced with video games, who understand how to play with them, to learn from them, to get a good understanding of what the hell the platform is in order to progress, but who has not played those games. Get a bunch of them, ask them to play it, and then get their thoughts on it, because people like me who have played it and didn't like it are going to have a bias. People who have played it and love it are going to have a bias. It's which is something people don't want to hear. It's like, well, how are we going to get people who want to play it but don't? It's like, that's the point of a controlled experiment. But God forbid you have good ideas in a video game forum. God forbid. Clearly you need to play it. Just play it for like 5 minutes. Doesn't need to be, whoa, that was kind of cool. You don't need to play the entire thing. Just have a play around with the controls. See what you think. I'm not asking you to 100% it. The ultimate judgment. Ah! This propeller hat's wigging me out. This is the ultimate judgment. The only N64 games you've played is Star Fox, Sunshine, Pokemon Snap, and Kirby. Friend's house 20 years ago doesn't count. I suppose so. It would have to be a fresh interpretation of your experience. Zah! This platforming's getting a bit tricky. It's getting a bit sticky. The sound effects in this game is so fun. Little plopping plap sounds. Night chill. It really is nighttime. Ooh. Cool. Whoa, chain! Oh wait, I just remembered something. I remember having a conversation about this very thing, about video game experiences and how to accurately interpret them for quantifiable study. And somebody gave me an argument. It wasn't a very sane argument, but it is something that has stuck into my head ever since. People don't want to quantify video game experiences. This is what was told to me. They don't want to quantify video game experiences because that would mean they would have to believe them. And that confused me so much at the time. I was like, what the hell are you talking about? It's like, no they don't. But thinking about it, it would set a precedent then. If one group of people started to be like, this is the absolute definitive way to say, okay, let's say you get about 50 people to play SuperTux, and they're all very experienced in video games. And you get them to play SuperTux and write down their experiences, and then you have it quantified in an easy-to-understand data allegation. If you did that, and that study lasted, say, let's say 3 months, and the conclusion was that SuperTux is a fun game to play, then by virtue of it being a research topic, it would have to be believed due to the nature of a research paper, which not everybody is going to agree with, because how can you quantify an experience, especially to those who've never even heard of something that otherwise may or may not have been somebody's experience? Oh shit, hi guys. So I'm just ranting and raving about the science of how do you quantify video game experiences. Wherever outside is smelly. It's, oh god, it's so smelly. It stinks. God, I love this game. This game is just fun to play. You know, this game could just be anything. Ah! This game could be anything. This game could be about a frog. It's how it feels. It's so... The game feels like it's on my side, if that makes sense. I tell it to do something and it does it. There's no in between. It feels really nice. If it follows the rules that it's established, I can do it. And goddamn does that feel nice. It's like doing a study on are carrots delicious? Exactly, exactly. It's hard to do. Yo, slip and slide. I love ducks. Dude, calm down. The funny penguin's going nowhere. The funny flippo pengu. Oh my god, this backdrop's beautiful. This is beautiful. Right, he's here, and he's here to say he's gonna smack your ass in a major way. He came home from work, and he's got a bath. He's in the bath. Ooh. Go! Yes! Boom! I love the plap sounds. Oh, such a good sound. I love it. Hello. Hey, Green. Where'd you go? I noticed, yeah, you vanished for a time. Did you, get up to some busy stuff? We beat that Santa game, by the way. Now we're playing Pingu. We're playing SuperTux. Linux Penguin. 4. Linux. Would it sell better if it was called Linux Penguin 4? He went down to town to see if there was a soul to steal. Oh no! My hat! Ah! Oh. Wait, there's a downstairs. Wait, hold on, I shouldn't have done that. Ah! Oh god, that bouncing bingus. There it is. Some snacks for homework and beers, because I fucking hurt them. I got some beers because I fucking hurt them. Those commies ain't gonna take my beer. Got some whoop. Go. Go. Yes. Woohoo! That was great. You read about that study that proved for the first time that insects also... Yes! Pep talked about it. The bee study, where they're playing with little balls. Bees can play! That's so cute! You know, there's been studies on whether or not insects feel emotion. But it's been very difficult to accurately test whether or not they do, because of how different they are to us. But there's been a couple of famous studies that I might talk about in a sec, after I've caught up with what Green has to say. You had me on podcast mode whilst you were walking around town. I don't know if you know, Japan beat Spain. What? What is happening? Is Japan gonna win? Okay, you don't need... Okay. I don't know a heck of a lot about football. Okay, it's not my area of knowledge. But I know enough to know that, in a general rule, Japan is not that skilled at football. But Germany and Spain are pretty skilled. And Japan has beaten both of them. Especially Germany. What is happening? They've knocked out Jim. Yeah, go get him, Japan. Absolutely. This is crazy. Could you imagine if Japan wins the World Cup? Has that ever happened? Nice one, Japan. You crazy people? Yeah. But, something people accusing Japan of illicit football goals? Oh. They'll come up with anything to make their side of the argument be the thing. Hi, Raimon. Okay, before I lose the train of thoughts, that thing about insects feeling emotion. There has been a couple of studies based on that, and one of the studies that is interesting, doesn't prove anything, but it was still worth keeping a record of, was the study they did with ants. I forget what species of ant it was, but there was a study done on ants and whether or not they feel emotion regarding certain tasks. Because as far as we know, ants just exist on a basis of serve the colony, serve Billy Connolly. Serve the colony, and, you know, serve the queen. And that's it, really. That's you social insect. So they wanted to know how it was they got to get the tasks done. The chemicals that we get when we do certain tasks, which initiate some emotion. And there was something they noticed. They kept these ants in terrariums that were a cube shape, and they could create different terrariums and hook them up using pipes, so the ants can get to and fro to them for different experimental purposes to save room. And they noticed that whenever they gave them space to explore a new terrarium, some of the ants would perform a little dance, I guess, if you could say that. They would spin around in circles for a little bit, just for a moment, and then run back. And scientists thought that maybe the ants are just putting down pheromones so they don't get lost, but they weren't. Because ants navigate by pheromones, their eyesight are terrible, so they navigate by smell. And they drop stink. They drop stink where they go so they don't get lost. So it was thought for a long-ass time that that little dance they did was just them dropping some stink to say, okay, this place is new. Okay, now I'm not lost. But they swabbed the area and there's no pheromones being placed. So they can't say for certain what that is, what that little motion is, but it's significant enough that it's been put into the research. So it might be possible that an ant might experience joy when it sees somewhere new it's not seen before. Possible. It's just a theory. A bug theory. It's just a hypothesis, but it's cool. Serve the colony. I love that film. Doesn't oh my god, I have forgotten his name and I am terrible for forgetting his name. Who's that really famous, handsome actor who's also does a lot of action films? He's got a very particular voice. He was in Rocky, did Rambo. I can't believe I've forgotten his name. He's super goddamn famous. How have I forgotten who he is? Yes, Sylvester Stallone. How the hell did I forget that? There's something wrong with me. Yeah, but I like how Sylvester Stallone was in that film. He played the big buff ant. Do it for the colony. Dun 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 dun. You know, as a young boy, when I saw Bug's Life and Ants, as a young kid, I preferred Bug's Life and I didn't like Ants. But now as an adult, I prefer Ants. I really do. You haven't seen that film since you were a kid? You don't remember much about it? I'm afraid of both. Fairs. That's fair. You had Bug's Life on VHS? I think I did too. I don't remember everything we had on VHS, but I think Bug's Life. Oh, was afraid. I beg your pardon. I beg your pardon. You were afraid of both. Was that because they were boogs? Bug phobia is really common. You know what you prefer? Ant bully. Enlighten us. What is ant bully? Is it something that we need to know about? Ah! The thing about A Bug's Life, there's the main character's Finnish VA is one of your favorite VAs, and the main villain's Finnish VA is also absolute icon. Really love listening to them. Oh, that's cool. I'll have to find the finished dub. I'll find the... the film's old enough now to have a finished dub that's also been subtitled. So... that has to be A Bug's Life finished dub that's also subbed. I'll have to find that. You remember any of the voice? You don't remember any of the voices from Ants. I remember the main character sounding a little meek, but I think that was the point. And I remember Sylvester Stallone played one of the giant buff ants. That's about it. Yeah, I prefer the B movie. Banned! Whoops. Yeah, no, I'm just fucking about. It's nothing you need to know. We're actually inclined to let you know that GW owns 3% of the revenue for the B movie. So he has a big stake in that. That's why he's so defensive about it. We're contractually obligated. We're legally obligated to tell you. We have to, whenever it's brought up. Just a film about ants using ant magic to shrink a kid who was killing them, and then the kid helps them out or something. What's this film called again? Ant Bully? I'm gonna have to look into this. No! The exit's right there! Shit. Dun 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 dun. You rewatched the B movie last year, it was bad. Hell yeah, it is. I don't like the B movie. I watched it with a friend, and even though Joe Swanson's in it, I still didn't like it. Hey, Peter, there's a bee. Oh, you know what? Just take me. Big surprise. That 3% lets me shit talk the movie about without consequences. It's true. And you get to join the meetings. You don't have much of a say because you're only a 3% shareholder, but you get to be there. That's something. Ah. You think some people might enjoy the extremely strange humor of the B movie, but certainly not me. I don't like it either. I thought the B movie was ace. I'm not a big fan of the type of humor that is, hey, here's a bad joke, looks at camera. Isn't it funny that we've made a bad joke? And then they run with that for 5 minutes. I'm not a fan of that shit. It's not funny to me. Ironic humor is not humor to me. It's annoying. It's like, stop it. Stop it. Oh, slip and slide. You don't know they're planning the B movie too? Be hard. They could make a sequel about the B movie and use that for anything. Be harder. Believe in yourself. Should just watch John Wick 4. John Wick 4 trailer's out and I'm excited. Been waiting a long time for that. John Wick 3 left on a cliffhanger. And the frickin' IP man is going to be in it. Wah! at least that's just talking about the meetings. Yeah, they might not even follow through with a B movie too. No! I needed him. Whoa! Oh, okay. Indiana Jones 5 trailer's out and it looked good. I didn't see that one. How's Indy looking? Does it look disheveled? You should do. They're following the kids off Barry, and that the human lady as they fight off against the hornet nest in the park. The whole movie's just about that? Korea may beat Portugal? The world of football right now is not making any predictable moves today. Portugal! This is football, right? Yeah. Oh? What have I just found? Oh my god, I just skipped most of the level. I'll take it. They take the Hornets to court. Again? You only know when ice hockey is going on because the news won't shut up about it. Ice hockey. Twitter just went mental about it. Twitter! Ice hockey! Yahoo! Super Mario Ice Hockey Simulator! Ah! What if Super Mario was Finnish? What would his catchphrase be then? Is there an equivalent of Mamma Mia in Finnish? I don't know what that would be. Mamma Mia! Porcale! You can't say that, Mario. Up! I should be the voice of Mario in the movie. I think anybody could do a better job than Chris Pratt. What's the equivalent in English? That's a good point. Mamma Mia. I guess, to me, Mamma Mia is like a colloquialism used for when somebody makes a mistake and you acknowledge upon that. Like, Mamma Mia, those are the... I stepped on the cat, you know, I don't know. So, I guess, let me think. Core blimey. If you want to go 1920s British. Core blimey. So I guess it would be, yeah, a colloquialism that, it would be fuck yeah, no it wouldn't. That's wrong. we don't stub our toe and go fuck yeah. I'm gonna start doing that. Confuse people. Ugh. It would be... Oh my god, I'm gonna have a time trying to pronounce this. Hjavenenjeka. Hjavenenjeka? Eka? Akia? Aika? Hjavenen... That last one's getting me. Fucking vowels. It's got too many vowels. Too many vowels. That's funny. Fuck yeah. That's a good funny. Actually, I have the test script for the B-Movie 2 Bee Harder right in front of me. They want Mel Gibson to play the elderly war bee. That's a bad idea. That's a bad idea. Can I write this thing? I can! That's so cool! It's pronounced something like Aika. That actually makes sense. Aika. Hjavenenjeka. So instead of Mamma Mia, it'd be Hjavenenjeka. Except without the Italian accent. That would confuse people. Nintendo just invented this new character. He's Italian, but he speaks Finnish. What the fuck? Wait, isn't Aika one of the main... It is! Yeah, yeah, it's the lady. It's the boomerang lady. Aika. God, I love Skies of Arcadia. Jesus. Woo. It seems like they want to cast Brendan Fraser as the Hornet villain. This is a true cast of characters right here. Pronouncing it like he, but without the English accent. Mamma mia. Hjavenenjeka. Oh, wee. Shatelle sonnelle. I want this to be a thing. South Korea have just beat Portugal 2-1. Goddamn Korea. What is happening? Why are all these countries who normally aren't that great at the sport defeating countries that usually are good at the sport? Something's in the water at Qatar. How would you explain pronouncing Hjavenenjeka? I have no idea. I don't have a clue. You know, I every day I do look at some Finnish words just to keep up, because I am trying to learn it slowly. Not strictly, just slowly. And sometimes I do hit a roadblock and I'm like... Don't know. Don't know and I can't guess. From the last year's meeting, it is definitely not aged well. Kanye West as a rapper bee during the ending party. E is actually a vowel in Finnish. Isn't ye also pronounced ye? Like ja? No. J is a ye sound. Trying to think of an English word that has a sounds similar to how you use the yeet. Maybe there isn't one. Yeah, jit is that sound, so jit is yeet. But why can't be what? Why can't be a yeet as well? Right? Or maybe it can. I haven't been studying the language that well. I've been really relaxed with it. Kanye West has now been permanently banned on Really? That's funny. Doesn't mean anything though. Like yeah, it's cool, but getting banned from a social media website that's not gonna it's nothing. He's still gonna be obnoxious. He was already banned, but Musk let him back in, then banned him again, almost instantly. That's funny. That makes me ruffle. Oh! No! Please! Ah! Oh! Yahoo! Yippee! Woohoo! Why can't I climb this? Thank you. Ah! Oh. Ah. I don't know why I couldn't climb that before. Maybe my controller was acting a little funny. Acting a little funny. Oh shit! A rat! It is overtime. I want to finish this stage before we leave. And that could take a few seconds or the rest of the day. Is this my first time playing Tux? It is. I'm having a great time. I'm having a great time with Pigwis. Woohoo! I wonder if Google Translator is able to read aloud in Finnish. I wouldn't count on it, but it's worth a shot. Even Google Translator messes up English sometimes. And it makes me lol. Pigwin! Little pigu. No! I disagree with that. The great thing about Tux is how there's a smallish community making custom content and developing the game constantly. I know, this isn't my first rodeo with this little man. I know information about this little man. I've been to Spain. But it is amazing. It's amazing how it's still going after all this time. It's been slowly refined. It's music. The fuck is this song in the background? It's SuperTux music. Why did you sound so aggressive? What the fuck is this? Oh no. That's death. Oh god damn it. This level's a bit stinky. What's this? What's this? This penguin's in the air. What's this? What's this? I finished my eclair. What's this? Get. You gave up. I can't think of a way to explain the yeet sound to me. Okay, that's okay. You tried. Thank you. Fucking. I wonder how much a Finnish tutor would cost. Fuck. Probably quite a lot, because that's not really in high demand, so they could charge whatever they wanted. The Greek letter mu. That's the same. Alternative known as my... Pay Rye or Pep to teach me Finnish. No. They're busy already. They're busy. Pep is busy making blue, and Rye is a what are they called now? You know, the people that spin spaghetti. Shit. You pronounce it in an English accent. I can't use that to explain either. Shit. Neat. I wouldn't even know how to teach one Finnish, let alone two Finnish. It's such a convoluted language. Yeah, but so is English. I think every language is convoluted. It's all bullshit. Rai is serving the country. He's giving out Doritos to people. I think Ape, or I would even know how to teach English as a language. Nope. I'd probably have the basics, but I wouldn't be able to teach the complicated nuances of some words. Because there are just some English words that, even though they're spelt away, they do not, in fact, say how they are spelt. And that's Old English bleeding into the modern English, and it's stupid! The word nil, the sound your mouth makes between the n and the in the word mew. I, mi, ni, u, ni, u, I, ni, u, ni, u, ni, I, I. Ni, 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 ni. Someone's listening in, they're gonna think of something's wrong with me. In Finnish, E is very close to the sound in the word new. I'm so close! Damn it! New, 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 new. Fuck this level. New, new, ew, e, ew, You. New. New. You. I feel like a fucking idiot. Somebody please say something. Yay. Look for Ako Salulu Saulu on YouTube or Alphabet Song and Finish. They pronounce all the vowels. Perfect! I can practice with that. Sounded like that when I practiced the Japanese R. Watarimashita. Konke de. Oh, this level is sneaky. Come on, Bombits. That's it. Come on, let's go. Okay. Yes! Yes! We did it! Yeah! That was a sneaky ass level. I liked it though. That was tricky. Whee! Okay, so the end of the tunnel. That's where we are. We'll pick this up next week. Yeah. Cool. Oh, stretchies. Ugh. Thanks for joining, everybody. That was fun. It's a Friday, so I won't be streaming on the weekend. So I'll see you on Monday, I think. I'll let you know if anything changes. And we'll come back and continue playing Santa Saves the Earth. And then we'll finish. What would you do if Nut? I'd put it on a cake. Yeah, I'd put it on a cake. Let me see if there's anybody streaming so we can rate them. If not, then I will just biggity bounce. Do. Why are you taking forever to load Twitch? Oh, Jackie's streaming. Of course he is. So then, let's go raid Yakus and let him know that his bag is very shiny today. He's got a big shiny bag. Raid. Jackie was here. Okay, I'll see you guys all soon. Thanks for joining. Wait, hold on. Oh, damn it, I did it wrong. Raid. Jackie was here. There it is. Goodness gravy. Okay, see you all soon. Thank you for joining. Bye.